Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be guiding you through how we can export the various different images that we are presented with within our SpotMap 2D host cell protein analysis software, so we can include them in reports for customers, internal QC or QA reporting, or posters, presentations, publications, areas where you might want to show people the data that you've worked on and allow them to see how you've kind of reached the judgments that you have, how you got there, what your spots look like, the quality of your gels, anything around that. So within SpotMap, and you can get a free trial of our SpotMap software if you like from our website to see how it works in your lab with your data. Just check out the links in the description below. Within SpotMap, we can pretty much take an image from anywhere. So the simplest method of doing this is simply kind of right-clicking on our image and going to copy image to clipboard, and it's as simple as that. Come through to your presentation, paste it in. Now this is Microsoft PowerPoint, it could be Microsoft Word, it could be Canva, it could be any of the Adobe suite of image editing products, anything like that. So the copy image to clipboard is a really broad stroke option. It allows you to put an image anywhere where you might want it. LIMS system, your own template for reporting, anything like that. It's really handy, and you'll see that when I use this method, copy to clipboard, I get all of the spots. So I really get exactly what you're seeing in the software copied to the clipboard. So if I were to go in and turn the spot outlines off, I wouldn't see them in this pasted image. I could turn on spot numbering and be able to see that within the pasted image. So whatever you see in the image within SpotMap is what's going to be copied and what will be pasted. We can do this for these two images here at the top, and if we want to export or save our coverage score, you can see there we've got the option to save it as a PNG, so we can get this little donut that shows us our common spots, our missing spots, all that kind of stuff, and our overall coverage percentage of our anti-host cell protein antibody to our host cell protein. If we want to get the 3D view out, what we can do is right click and go on Add to Data Access. Now this takes me to the second method we have for exporting our images. Data Access is a bit more full featured than the copy to clipboard option. So if I click on Add to Data Access and give it a name, I'll just call it 3D View for now. That will then allow me to find it later on within the Data Access tool. The Data Access tool is exactly what it sounds like. It allows you to access all the data from within the experiment, and it's where our reports are built from. So if you want to use the internal reporting function that SpotMap has, which is an export to PDF, by all means you can use that, and that's built up using the Data Access tool. So users have a great amount of flexibility as to what's included within their reports. If I add this as well, I can add that to Data Access, and if I come through to the Data Access tool, I can see the manual things that I've added to Data Access. So I can copy this 3D view, and there we go, and you can see that it saved the 3D view exactly how I had it in the SpotMap software. So if you don't like the way that's presented, you can simply move it around and then export it again and get it from that view. You can zoom in, zoom out, change the peak height, turn spot numbers on, all that kind of stuff. So you've got a huge amount of flexibility about how you want to present this very visual data from SpotMap. You can resize these. You can see it's a transparent PNG, so it fits really well into infographics, papers, things like that. And the same goes for the donut that I had for my coverage score. So if I want to bring that in, that's again a transparent PNG. I can start building up some really nice looking images using the 3D view and having the coverage score at the top, and you'll see some of these on our website, and I think in our marketing materials this is how we've built those. So the third method that we have for getting images out is through the reporting process itself. So if I come back to the Data Access tool, if I click on Images, you'll see automatically generated, or saved rather, within SpotMap is all of the images that you've brought in. Now SpotMap can work with more than 2 images at once, but I've only got 2 images in this presentation. So I've got my reference image and my working image. So this would typically be gel or blot. And you'll see that I can turn on or off the spots, the spot outlines from here. I can select different groups of spots if I want to change what is displayed or is not displayed. I can turn on or off annotations if you've used any, and any molecular weight or isoelectric point ladder information that I've included within my experiment, and they're included within my analysis of that experiment. What is also really handy is this multicolor channel overlay function. Now, what we do with this is we take both of your images and we kind of apply a color filter. And it'll make more sense if I can show you it all blown up. So if I get rid of this data here, so you'll see within this image, in fact, if I just turn off the spot outlines here, so you can see it's really quick to work with if you just want to change how your image looks. What the software has done here, it has colored one of your images in green, one of your images in red, and it allows you to see how well the two images overlay with each other. So what I mean by that is we can see here this very bright green spot means there is a spot on only one channel of my image, which means there's a spot only on one of my images where there is not a spot in the other image, even after alignment. So this would obviously be marked as present on image 1, absent on image 2. This red spot and these red spots around here are the inverse. They are spots that are only present on channel 2 or only present on image 2 that don't have a matching spot or corresponding spot on image 1, so they're only red. Now, you'll have probably worked this out. So combining green and red makes yellow. So all of these yellow spots are spots that are overlaid on top of each other. However, you will also notice that there's a varying degree of intensity associated with these yellow spots, i.e., not all of these spots are as yellow as each other. So the more green a yellow spot is, for lack of a better term, the more intense it is on image 1, on channel 1, than it is on channel 2. Conversely, the more reddy orange, the more reddy yellow, the more orange it is, the more intense that spot is on image 2, channel 2, versus image 1. So what you can quickly gather from this image is if you're doing work for a customer, for a client, or just for internals, you can see where spots are missing or are present or absent. And this lines up, or should line up, with the coverage score that you get and then you present. So this is a really quick visual way to say, hey, well look, that 80% coverage score that I had, that looks about right, because I'd say about 80% of these spots are some degree of yellow within this image. But there are some obvious outliers, so I wouldn't expect it to be 99%. So it's a really quick visual check. It's really good to include in LIMS systems and reporting functions. And it's one of the functions that makes SpotMap the industry choice for doing this kind of work, is to have this quick kind of data view. So those are all of the methods that we have and all of the ways that you can take the images from a very visual technique using our SpotMap software and put it into your LIMS system, your internal reporting, your QC reporting, or even just include it in your marketing materials if you are a service provider for 2D services. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you can get a free trial of our SpotMap 2D software. Please check out the link in the description below or check out our website to inquire further about getting a free trial of our software. You can use your own images from your own lab within the software. It's time limited, but it's not usage limited. And we're always available to answer any questions that you might have. This is a very technical piece of software, so the learning curve is slightly steeper, but we're always on hand to help you out with training and support. We do also offer a 21 CFR and GMP compliant version of SpotMap for use, and is currently being used in the pharmaceutical industry. And if you're interested in that, please get in touch, reach out, contact us on our website, and we'll be able to go through it further with you.